High stakes in court. Jury selection begins in Donald Trump assassination attempt trial 2025. The wheels of justice are slowly turning in a case that could have been a pivotal moment in American political history. Jury selection has officially begun for the trial of the man accused of attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump. This high-profile legal battle promises to draw significant national and international attention as it delves into the motivations and events surrounding the alleged plot. The allegations. While specific details of the alleged plot often remain under wraps during the early stages of a trial, this case centers on accusations that an individual attempted to assassinate Donald Trump. Such a charge carries immense weight, reflecting the gravity of targeting a former president, an act that strikes at the heart of democratic stability. The prosecution's task will be to present compelling evidence that the defendant not only intended to harm Trump but took concrete steps toward that goal. The critical phase. Jury selection. Jury selection, or voir dire, is arguably one of the most crucial phases of any high-profile trial, and it will be particularly scrutinized in this case. Both the prosecution and the defense will be looking for jurors who can remain impartial, despite the intense political polarization surrounding Donald Trump. Here's why jury selection is so vital. Political climate. Donald Trump remains a hugely influential and divisive figure in American politics. Potential jurors will inevitably have strong opinions about him, making it challenging to find individuals who can set aside personal biases and judge the case solely on the evidence presented in court. Media coverage. The alleged assassination attempt, whenever it occurred, would have received extensive media coverage. Jurors will be questioned about their exposure to news reports and whether that information has led them to form unshakable opinions. Nature of the crime. The very nature of an assassination attempt on a former president evokes strong emotions. The court will need to ensure that jurors can consider the evidence calmly and objectively, without being swayed by the emotional weight of the charges. Defense strategy. The defense team will be meticulously vetting potential jurors for any signs of prejudice against their client, while also looking for individuals who might be more open to their arguments, whatever they may be, e.g., mental state, mistaken identity, lack of intent. What to expect as the trial progresses. Once a jury is seated, the trial will proceed with opening statements, where both sides outline the evidence they intend to present. This will be followed by testimony from witnesses, presentation of physical evidence, and cross-examinations. The legal proceedings will likely be complex, potentially involving forensic evidence, any physical evidence related to the alleged plot, witness testimony, including law enforcement officers, potential co-conspirators, if any, and individuals who may have observed the defendant's actions or expressed intentions. Expert testimony, potentially covering mental health assessments or analysis of weapons methods. Defendant's intent. A key element for the prosecution will be proving the defendant's specific intent to assassinate the former president. A nation watches. The trial will undoubtedly be a magnet for media attention, not only because of the individual involved but also because it touches upon fundamental aspects of national security and the protection of political leaders. As jury selection continues, the nation will be watching closely, awaiting the moment when the full details of this extraordinary case begin to unfold in the courtroom. The outcome will not only determine the fate of the accused but will also serve as a stark reminder of the constant vigilance required to safeguard public figures and the democratic process itself.